What's going on, guys? Welcome to today's vlog. It is Thursday the 20th of February. Sorry, I'm sounding a little bit hoarse. I'm starting off today's vlog over in the studio. If I start things off today, I've just had the big printer finish off the Clone Trooper helmet, which I'll show you in a second. It looks really, really cool. Mandalorian is now carrying on printing with the silver PLA. As you can see, that is nearly done. When I come back in tomorrow, that'll be finished without any hesitation. Just finished curing some pieces for this is a Men in Black. This is the little neutralizer. It's come out really nice actually with the resin prints. As you can see, with resin stuff, it's just comes out immense. Always does. So I'm starting off over here today. Sarah's done the last few vlogs and I thought I'd give her a bit of a rest today and she can go and do whatever she's doing. I think she's doing TikToks at home actually with the girls, with Aurora and Vanellope and Portia. So if you haven't checked out the TikTok, check it out. I don't know how you find it, the link is down below. I don't do TikTok. Portia and everybody else does. The kids keep asking me to do these TikTok videos with them. I might do a couple of them, like there's a few that you can do with the dog and the cat. I think they'd be pretty cool. But apart from that, I don't know what else she's getting up to while she's over here. I don't know because I'm over here. I haven't really spoken to her that much this morning because I've been over here for most of the day. It's now currently 20 to 6 in the evening. That's how long I've been here. I've been here since about 12 o'clock this afternoon. Been fixing printers. I was going to put some TL smoothers onto the big printer, but after seeing the print that it's just produced, I don't really think that I'm going to need TL smoothers, to be honest with you. It's come out looking pretty clean indeed, so I'm going to take you over in a minute. I'm going to show it you. It was also snowing before here, which was ridiculous. It was pelting down at the back, but you can't really see anything with this camera out of the window. It just looks cack when you do it. So yeah, I'm not really into filming through windows. I think you get the lens and you get the window, then you get the outside. It doesn't really look that good to me. Apart from that, everything else is running fine. I did come in this morning and this printer had actually spewed out like a quarter of a kilo of filament. The Bowden tube, which is this, I can show you here actually because I've took one off. The Bowden tube had come out and the plastic was just going everywhere. This keeps the filament inside to make sure it's clean and stuff, but it just spewed out and it just looked down there like spaghetti junction. Resin printer is in the corner. That is printing some resin stuff. It's printing some rings. It's also, get my teeth in again. I keep spitting my teeth out. It's also doing the earpieces for the Mandalorian helmet. I could print them off in normal plastic, but you get a nicer, cleaner effect with said resin. So we'll show you now the helmet. Alright, so over in the other part of the studio now, Oscar's come over with me today. Don't know if you can see him, he just popped his head up over there. He's watching TikToks. Everybody's obsessed with these TikToks at the minute. In fact, while I'm in it, I need to just go and turn all these heaters off because if nobody's here, we don't need them underwear. So this is the Clone Trooper helmet that I finished on the new print of the Anacubic Predator. So it basically does full helmets in one, but it does them really quickly. If I didn't run out of the white filament, this would have literally taken 4 days instead of like 12. So this is the Clone Trooper helmet that's come out. There is one final part to the back here, the fin. There is another section of the fin. As I go around the front, you can see there where there's only one part of the fin. But this is a phase 1 Clone Trooper. This phase 1, phase 2 Clone Troopers, and this just looks absolutely immense. It came out brilliantly. So I've set it up over here on the photography base or fabric that we use. Sarah uses to do all my pictures. So she'll come over tomorrow and she'll work her magic on that and make it look absolutely ridiculous. Not that it's going to need a lot of work, because one of the things that we pride ourselves on over at Starkiller Props is the fact that when we print stuff, there is minimum work that needs to go into sanding your items and stuff like that. It's basically a light sand, a prime, and then you're ready to go. They've also finished this printer down here. So this printer here has got a really interesting story because this was the first printer that I actually got. It's a Wanhao Duplicator i3 Mini. It's only got a small build plate. Now this isn't exactly how big it builds. It probably builds from about here to here and about there to there. So basically where this starts here, it's a really small printer. It doesn't have a heated bed. There's a part cooling fan here that cools the plastic, but it's just a really good printer. It does all my little pieces, and it needed a completely new Bowden connector all the way up here, and it needed some new couplers as well, so I replaced the couplers. I have just now received from Amazon this, which is a brand new all metal extruder for the top. I just thought I'd treat it because I have literally had it now 2 years. Next year it'll be the 3rd year I've had it. It's a cracking little machine. They don't do them anymore, they don't make them anymore. I've put this on myself because the build plate, actually, the sticker came off. But it's I think when we got it, it was around £200. I mean, you can pick them up now for about £120, £130. But it's like the smaller brother of the other one that I got after that, which was called the Wanow i3 Plus, which is slightly bigger than that. But I love it because it's just so robust. It's all metal. This is no plastic on this at all. It's literally all steel everywhere. It's got some weight to it as well. So we're going to finish up over here now. We're going to head home, back to the house, and we're going to go and see what Sarah's been up to with the girls. I've got a load of packing stuff that I need to pack up over here tomorrow. I think Sarah's going to come over tomorrow as well and do the pictures. As you can see, the colour changed because we come in here. The lighting in here is just terrible. I'm going to get an LED light that goes under there. Adam Savage from Tested built one. I'm going to build one for under there so I can see. You literally go over there and it's like a minefield. You don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you step in, you don't know what you're looking at. So it's a bit of a nightmare. So, I'm going to tidy up here. I'm going to head home.
Okay guys, I thought that I would check in for a little bit and just explain why there isn't really anything in today's vlog. Well, simply, I went to the doctor's this morning, and as you know, I've been suffering with this flu. Like, it feels like a lifetime, but it's been about 12 weeks. So, excuse me. I went to the doctor's this morning because obviously, you know, when I was meant to go last night, they booked me in to see the wrong nurse. So they booked me in to see a blood nurse rather than like a general nurse that deals with like illness and sickness and stuff like that. So we ended up having to make an emergency appointment for the morning after, which is today. And when I went, he checked my chest. He said obviously my throat was really red and was inflamed, and also my glands are quite swollen. So they're going to keep an eye on that because it's been recurring quite often, like in the past couple of months. So he checked my chest. He said my chest sounded fine, but because the pain is in my ribs, he's just a little bit worried that it could have gone into my lungs, but he can't hear anything there, like, so he's not 100%. So what they've decided to do is just wait. I've got to take some paracetamol and stuff, and then I've got to go back in a week and he's going to check it again, and if the pain's still there, then we're going to have an x-ray. But what he did say was that because I've been coughing for that amount of weeks and for that long, that it could possibly be that I've broken my ribs. I mean, you can't actually feel, because sometimes they can pop out, not break, but they can pop out. So your ribs are kind of connected together with like the same kind of muscle that is like for your ears. And sometimes if you've strained or coughed that much, they can pop out, because my ribs actually feel so bad. It actually feels like somebody's kicked me in them so much. So I've got to take some paracetamol and drink plenty of fluids for a week to see if that eases it up, and then if it doesn't, then I've got to go back and they're going to send me for an x-ray thing on my chest to see what's going on, which I really can't understand. I was saying this to a friend yesterday. I can't understand why they would say, well, yeah, it could possibly be in your lungs. Why would you like leave it for another week when you could be making it better, or just treat me with antibiotics straight away and just see if that cures it or clears it at least, because it's so bad. I mean, I don't feel like I've broken my ribs, but obviously I'm not the inside of my body, so I can't see. So you never know, do you? But yeah, that is like one of the reasons why we haven't vlogged much today, because I've just felt like complete rubbish, and I'm just sick. I'm sick and tired of coughing. Like, I literally start coughing and I could be coughing for like 20 minutes, just constant. which is quite worrying because obviously it's lasted that long and I'm coughing for that long. So it should be clearing now. What he was trying to say was, oh, because there's so many people in your house, you could have caught the flu and then the flu and then the flu, then the flu. But this is a flu that's just not even eased up. It's just constantly got worse. So I just kind of think, no, that's just rubbish. I could be wrong, but I spoke to a mate and she's a nurse and she said it just wouldn't happen like that. You get the flu, you pass it on to somebody else, you wouldn't get it back again. And I've never known that, and I've never done it before. So, I mean, I have got a cold and then it's kind of eased off, and then a couple of weeks later I've got a cold even worse. But I generally do that anyway because I usually get ill like three times in 1 year, and then I won't get poorly again for like 3 or 4 years. Seriously, it's like, I don't know why it does it. I don't know if my immune system is just really good, but then when I do get poorly, it's just really low. It's mental. So I'd probably be ill now and then not get ill again then for like 3 years. I'll probably like get a sick bug or something, but I wouldn't get a cold or a flu or anything like that. But to be fair, I don't even think I've had a sick bug. I can't remember the last time I had one of them. I think the only time I was sick was when I was pregnant with Aurora, and I think that was, I don't even think that was a sick bug. I think that was just because of stuff that she didn't like me eating, so I just was sick. But apart from that, I really can't understand why they're making me wait. I don't know. Anyway, so I started taking some paracetamol, and when I took some last night, it did ease the pain in my chest, but it's not the easing of the pain. I want the pain to go, and I want the flu to go, which they should be looking into more. I mean, if you look on the internet, it says to you, if you've had a cough that's been persistent for more than 3 weeks, then go and see a doctor, because clearly it needs checking, or it needs some kind of treatment to help it like clear up. So obviously he said like the back of my throat's swollen and it's quite red. It didn't say there was any bacterial infection there, so it's more viral, he was saying, but that doesn't mean that, well, I don't even know how to put it, but clearly it's a viral infection. But for it to be hurting so far down, it's clearly spread, or it's in my lungs. So I still think, even Dave said, I think that they should have treated it with antibiotics just to be on the safe side, because if they leave it any longer and it is in my lungs, you know, how bad can it actually get? I'm not too sure on all of this stuff. I have had like infections in my lungs before, and because I suffer with asthma as well, that makes it even worse, which they shouldn't know that I do. And the other thing is, they say that it can interrupt with IBS, which you have IBS like really bad, and it's been so bad since I've had Aurora. Like seriously, I'm meant to be on like peppermint tablets and these other ones, but I'm not actually taking them, because when I was on them they wasn't actually working. So what I found worked for me was the honey coated shredded wheat, shredders or something like that. They worked really well for me, so that's why I just went off him. I actually mentioned this to the doctor, and he said, well, whatever's working best for you, obviously that's what you're going to do. So I mean, there was 2 tablets. One was a peppermint, and then I can't remember what the other one was for. I think that was to help your muscles contract better, but that just never seemed to work, just never. I can't even remember the name of that. But anyway, more to the point, hopefully we will have some answers next week, and this cough will just go, because it's just really it's the point that it's tiring me out, and I'm literally having no energy to get up and do anything. And like, I had so much planned for today, like to go to the studio and take some pictures of Aurora in a dress that Sarah and Chris give her, because we want to do some Easter pictures, and that's just a really nice coloured outfit that I can use, which will suit an Easter picture. But I've literally just lazed around all day. I've not done anything. I haven't had the energy to even pick the camera up. I've just wanted to sleep. And like I mentioned to the doctor, like, I've had stomach ache and I'm tired constantly. But he did say when I walked in, because obviously I didn't have my makeup then, I didn't have my makeup on or anything. I literally just went out as I got out of bed. I just threw my clothes on. I didn't even do my hair. And when I walked in, he turned around and said to me, "You look absolutely wiped out." And he said, "I can tell that you're dehydrated," because usually I drink a lot of water. Like, I can drink a litre bottle a day, sometimes two. I used to be really good at it, especially when I was running as well. Sometimes could drink like 2-3 litres of water a day, and I've just, since I've had Aurora, I don't even think I've drank like half a litre. I don't even, because I don't drink fizzy drinks or anything like that, unless I'm like going out for a drink and I have it like, say, vodka and coke or something like that. That is literally the only time that I will have like a mixer with a drink. But apart from that, I don't drink any kind of fizzy pop. So, and then obviously I've been losing weight. So he said I've got to keep an eye on that for a month. They're going to monitor the weight loss for a month and see where it goes from there. And then if I continue to lose weight, then they'll look into that. But I remember when I had Mason, I was pregnant with him, and I actually got taken into hospital because I was losing so much weight while I was pregnant with him. But I ate, like, seriously, I ate so much. You wouldn't even believe how much that I used to eat with him. I craved on KFC, and I must have had that for my breakfast, dinner and tea. And that is no lie, I must have literally had it for my breakfast, dinner and tea. And when I got taken into hospital because of how much weight I'd lost, they were actually arguing with me, saying, "No, you've definitely not been eating, you've definitely not been doing this, you've definitely not been doing that." And it was like, no, I have literally been eating loads, like, and I used to drink loads. I was never dehydrated or anything, and they just couldn't understand. So they kept me in hospital for about, I think it was like 4 or 5 days, and they were monitoring what I was eating, and I ended up having to go on like vitamin injections and stuff like that. And even when I was in the hospital, even though they seen me eat my breakfast, my dinner and my tea, I was still losing weight. So they couldn't work it out what was going on. But I just continued to do that. And when I had Mason, I think I went like from all the way through my pregnancy, I only weighed like 8.5 stone carrying him. But I had quite a big bump. I don't even think I've got a picture. I have got a picture, but it's at, I don't know whether I've got it here, but if I do manage to come across it, I'll put a picture up in the community section so you can have a look at how big my bump was with him, but how slim it was. I kind of just went like this and just had this bump like that. I mean, when I was carrying him, I was still in size 8 jeans, so that just tells you like how slim he was. And then when I had him, I went down to like 6.5 stone, something like that. Or 7 stone, I think it was 7 stone. But they just couldn't work it out, and they couldn't figure out what it was. They did loads of blood tests, everything was coming back clear. They did loads of tests, they did this, they did that, and they did that for like 4 or 5 days. I was just like a guinea pig in the hospital. But yeah, so I don't know whether my body's just going through a phase like that again, even though I'm not pregnant. But maybe it could just be doing it like after having Aurora, because I noticed that I was putting a lot of weight on. Not that I was putting a lot of weight on, I was eating a lot of shit, but that's probably my own fault. But I think maybe because I've cut all that out now too quick, that my body's just kind of going whew, like really fast. Anyway, less on that. We'll talk more about that tomorrow, can't we? And I can let you know how I'm feeling tomorrow. Anyway, as you know, I went to Tesco's last night and did some shopping, and I bought Aurora some sleep suits. So I just thought I'd show you these really quickly. And I think this is the Easter collection that's in Tesco's. And I don't even know how much they were because there's not even a price on them. But it's the Fred and Flo collection. If you want to go and get them. I think they were like £10. Oh, is it on here actually? Right, it's not even got a price on here. I don't understand why these never have prices on. Like as they do. But yeah, I think they were like £10 or something like that. Or 11s. But this is one of them. This one's got like little chicks on in like a colourful field with like little trees and just flowers, yellow flowers, and this is just so adorable. Just look at that. Let me get dead close so you can see. But yeah, I absolutely love these. I seen these straight away and I thought, oh my god, I've got to have them free stock. And I've just ordered Aurora. Well, I've not actually ordered it yet, but I want to order Aurora tomorrow. This Easter like outfit, oh my god, it is the cutest thing you've ever seen in your life. It's like a bunny suit with like a tutu and these pink tights, and this, I think the skirt's checkered, like checkered white and pink, and oh my god, it is the best. So this is another one. I'm not even used these yet. I've still got the cardboard in. This one's just got like pear drops on, so this is really cute. So I'm not sure if these are from the Easter collection. I'm taking it they are, because why would you have chickens on one? But yeah, this is like a pink with green little pears on. It's so cute. Let me get it closer for you so you can see. And the pink is just, I don't know whether it's showing the true colour in the camera, but it is like a really cute like baby pink. And then you just get this plain like yellow stripy one, which is really cute. I'm starting to love putting her in all these colours, and I think it's helped like everybody that bought us stuff for a birthday buying the different colours, because I would literally just go for like the plain same old at most of the time, which is just pinks or yeah, just kind of colours like that, which it's inspired me to go and get different kind of clothes. So yeah, and she just suits them, because I think when you've got a baby, don't you, you kind of play it safe because you kind of stick to what you know. But with Aurora, I just kind of wanted to get a little bit what's the word, daring? Oh, I don't know, there'll be a word for it. But yeah, so this one is the yellow one. These are in 12 to 18 months. I don't know if they're going to be a little bit too big actually, because I always find that Tesco stuff is quite big compared to like the Asda stuff. Asda's is big when you first buy it, and then when you wash it, it kind of loses its size. But yeah, so anyway, I thought I'd love you and leave you now, because I think I've ranted on enough, and I'm gonna go and get a shower and go to bed early, and hopefully tomorrow I will feel a lot more refreshed and happy. And if none of you've seen today, Aurora did her first TikTok. Don't forget to go and check that out. That is actually in the community section, I think. I don't know if I put it in it. I don't know if you can put videos in it actually, but it's on Instagram and it's on TikTok. So if you're not following us on TikTok, don't forget to go and follow us. I will put the link in the description. I haven't put last night's in. I'm gonna go and do that now. But yeah, definitely go and follow us on all social medias, Facebook, Instagram. We don't do Twitter anymore because we just didn't feel like it was bringing us anything or achieving anything. I looked like death, and like loads of his mates were stood outside. Not that I'm bothered, but loads of his mates stood outside, and I thought, oh my god, this is just like the worst thing in the world, just looking like shit. But never mind. Anyway, she's home, and I should imagine you'll see her a lot more in the vlogs. She was saying to me, I've just missed having no one to talk to, and just like sitting at home doing nothing. She was basically coming home from work, cleaning, and then obviously Curtis was in work all the time because he works for the police. Not that that was a problem, but he was literally going to work, coming home, going on his computer, or just basically talking to her like she was a piece of shit. So obviously you don't let no man talk to you like that. So if anybody watching this is in a relationship where you are getting treated like dirt, please talk to somebody, or go and turn to somebody that you can speak to. Don't sit there and suffer alone, because there is nothing worse. I've been there myself, and it's just not, it's not a nice place to be in, and it's not nice to feel alone. So definitely go and speak to someone. Anyway, I'm gonna love you and leave you, and I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully feeling bright, fresh and beautiful.
Alright guys, I'm going to end today's vlog. Obviously it's getting late now. Chloe was picked up before by Sarah, so we've just been talking to Chloe and making sure that she's alright and everything else, and I'm absolutely hammered, busy, really busy. I just took on a commission for another Mandalorian helmet, so it's just, things are just like just mounting up and mounting up and mounting up. But I'm sure I'll get there in the end. So with that said, on that Chloe Mandalorian helmet bombshell, I am going to end today's vlog. So do not forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're not already. Make sure you click the notification bell, it does nothing. Make sure you leave us a comment if you can. If you can't, leave it on the community section, and we will see you guys tomorrow because we do this every single day.